actually happened when she got to Greece. And you guys, you're
Yeah.
not.
It's just feel like, even though I've returned, I feel like I was in a book or a movie or something because it was not what I expected. Like I left here at the airport and I said, I am open, totally open. My heart, my soul, every being, everything of me. I'm open to the unknown. I'm just going to embrace it. And the couple that I was going to stay with lives in Crete. And so now I had a place that I knew I was staying. It wasn't going to be the great island of Santorini or these other islands with, elaborate tour stuff or whatever. And I decided I did not want to research Crete. I really didn't want to know anything about it because the people I'm staying with, I knew I would be safe, right? So I'm just going to jump into the unknown and embrace it and see what happens.
I love it. I
Oh, it
love
was
it.
a woohoo, all right.
what um what I think is interesting too, or that I want to make sure we talk about, because in the you're part of my Brave Journey program, which is a group program for women who are interested in doing solo travel, but either aren't sure where they want to go, or a little bit scared and would love to just have the support of a community. So it's actually a group program where everyone's planning their own trip, but we're kind of cheerleaders for each other. So you were part of this program and you're still part of it. We have an alumni group. And so as you were planning, what I also want to give you a chance to talk about a little bit is that you weren't sure exactly where you were going to go and when you were going. It wasn't, there were some women in the group um, who knew exactly where they were going and they planned it right away. And I know that a lot of people may hesitate to be part of a group because you think, I don't know if I can do that in a short amount of time or whatever. But you actually took a little bit longer to figure out where you were going, had to get the funds together and stuff like that. Um, and I think I'm going to let you tell the story of that. But I think it's, really interesting and might be inspiring for people to hear as well, that you don't have to have it all figured out immediately. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And now, and you're off to the races, because the program really does help you kind of cultivate and learn a lot about yourself so that you then are planning and taking the kind of trip that your soul really needs and wants.
Absolutely. When I started this, I just put a date out there that came to me was September of 23, and that would be 18 months out. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's a year and a half. I can probably definitely generate something.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that 18 months I think that was the secret sauce because it gave me time to even embrace more of my confidence and my strengths and abilities that I learned, through this group, pulling out my strengths that I was able to start using those before I went on the trip, which to me, that was, what do you want to feel on the trip? Well, I wanted to feel vibrant and, I wanted to be out of my unstuck. And so I started living those before I left on the trip. And I think for me, that was very valuable because I was able to build that up because I was in a really low place, a really stuck low place. So that kind of enabled me to kind of climb up and experience the unknown. And I did that. Like I would go somewhere here in my area and just be open to the unknown, not plan anything, just show up somewhere. Something looks good. I think I'll go over there. I think I'll drive this route instead. Kind of practicing, you know?